Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Josh Shaffer. I'm going to be talking to you today about anthropomorphism. The title of my research is Anthropomorphism and Beyond, Conventional and Innovative Approaches to Anthropomorphic Advertising and then Subsequent Effects on Global Society. Okay, a little overview of what we're going to be talking about today. Motivation for research. Anthropomorphism, let's define it first, is essentially an interpretation by consumers, or by people in general, of what is not human in terms of human characteristics. Anthropomorphic advertising has been a concept that's been around for many years now. Tony the Tiger, M&M's, I'm sure a lot of things probably come to your mind when we talk about non-human or inanimate objects, whether it's animals or whatever the case is, being in terms of human characteristics. It is inexpensive, yet very effective. And then it can also encompass things that are not just typical ads, but featuring cartoon characters, but there's new clever and creative ways that are coming out now. Okay, this is just a quick storyboard of an ad for Aflac, where conventional anthropomorphic advertising is used. All right, research purpose and objectives. The focus of the research is to focus on the effects of anthropomorphic advertising and investigate the following questions. What factors encourage or create anthropomorphism in consumers? What are those constructs we're going to be using? What effects do anthropomorphic advertising and feelings created by advertising have on consumers? And then what's the effect on global society? Okay, conventional anthropomorphic advertising. Just to give you a quick overview of what I would consider to be conventional. Anything that fits a standard definition. So M&M's commercials, Aflac, Pillsbury Doughboy, if any of you remember that. Any type of spokes characters. This is existing in the literature. So this is just an example of one of the commercials. Okay, a couple ads, one for Tide, where the arm there at the sleeve is actually meeting some kind of soup or whatever, and it looks like human faces. And then there's also a lot of cause-related advertising out there, so fight child abuse or whatever the case is. Okay, innovative anthropomorphic advertising is my contribution to the research. What this is a new way to create those anthropomorphic feelings in consumers without having something inanimate or non-human in the ad performing human characteristics. And I'll show you a little bit more of what I mean. So sometimes there might be non-human ads on non-human objects in the ad, but they won't be doing anything in human characteristics. This is a campaign by IBM. It's called Smarter Planet. It talks about phones reduce their own footprints, trains now queue for passengers. So what this is saying that there are these things that are non-human that actually can have human characteristics. We all know that phones can't actually do anything human, trains can't do anything human, but because of a Smarter Planet, they're able to do these things now. Same thing, shirts can fit you a tie, and now food can tell you how fresh it is. Okay, personification and brand personality, these are just some of the things that actually create the anthropomorphic feelings. Personification is kind of like assigning human personality traits. It's like more of a message characteristic, while anthropomorphism is an audience characteristic, so the way we perceive it. Brand personality is essentially the way a brand speaks and behaves, and it's assigning human personality traits to a characteristic or brand. Okay, these are a couple just examples of brand personality. These are the constructs used in the literature that we use to test. Attitude toward the advertisement, ad believability, ad irritation, and brand personality. How believable is the ad? How irritated are you by the ad? And then your overall attitude towards, and then of course brand personality. Okay, our hypothesis here, my hypothesis, brand personality and attitude towards the ad are dependent on ad believability and ad irritation. So those are what we use for our model. Okay, research methodology, used 5 relevant advertising websites, chose about 65 ads. Then what I did was I took it in front of 2 student focus groups. They chose the best ads that portrayed conventional and innovative anthropomorphic advertising. Choose 2 conventional, 3 innovative, and then surveyed 215 total participants, more females than males. Okay, measures here, we use semantic differential to test this based on attitude towards the ad, brand personality, ad believability, ad irritation. Conventional, this is the first ad that we use for conventional. Most significant findings here, females believed that the ad was very imaginative, and in this particular one, basically females felt that it was trendy. Okay, our R-squared values, 81.6%, so that does prove the model. Analysis of variance is significant at the 0.001 level. And then over here when we talk about ad believability and ad irritation for the model, And then we see that there is no multiclinearity, so there is significance here as well. Okay. Innovative anthropomorphic advertising. I believe the machine I sit on can tell the world exactly where I stand. This is an ad by Harley Davidson, for Harley Davidson by Carmichael Lynch. It's part of their Live By It campaign. As you can see, the inanimate object, or the non-human object, is not doing anything human. Okay, the most significant thing that we found here, males felt that this is, males and females alike thought this was a very friendly ad. And then they also felt that the ad was glamorous. So this is something that shows that they believe in the ad and they think it's something that it makes it really nice. For Mercedes, this says the first brake that reads the street. In the middle here is the word child, everything else is blurry. And it's essentially saying that a car or a brake system can read the street and do something that normally only a human can do. Most significant here was that females thought they loved the brand overall because of the ad. Males thought that it was very reliable. So when we're talking in terms of effects on consumers, this is something that has a very profound effect because this is what they're looking for in a brand, especially a car. Same thing here for another innovative ad for Audi. They felt that it was reliable and they loved the brand. So we're seeing here when this is used in car brands, it is very believable. Okay, R-squared values again are very high, 79.5%, significant on our analysis of variance, and then there is no multiclinearity here. Okay, managerial implications. Major contribution with the advancement of technology, innovative anthropomorphic advertising likely will become more prevalent in its uses. Since this new new form focuses on feelings rather than living creatures, it should be less expensive and more available for firms to use. Also has a profound effect on global society. Conclusions, future research. Global trends, innovative is more prevalent in Europe and Asia, while conventional is still being used a lot here in the West. And then my results show nearly equivalent relevance for both conventional and innovative. So maybe in the future, innovative will be more effective. Right now, people are still kind of getting used to it. And a future research area is definitely, there should be more research written and published about the effects of innovative anthropomorphic advertising. Females did typically prefer anthropomorphic advertisements versus males. And this concludes my presentation. Do we have any questions? Thank you very much.